Cheeseboro?
There are different ways of saying the same thing. We may call a particular piece of equipment a cardellini. Somebody might call it a madellini.
It took me several times hearing them mention it to realize that they weren't saying, hand me the cheeseburger.
Lunch boxes.
Platypus. Started out the class with like the awkward teenager stage where it's like, I don't know you. But then by like the end of the program, everybody's like, hey, Ian, hey, John.
Scissor lifts, that was fun. We learned how to drive the lifts that we use to, if we got to reach something up pretty high, we drive those. So we had to get certified in how to drive them. That was pretty fun.
I really like working with the dolly. One of the students twisted the knob one time, and the guy was sitting on it, and he's just like went up, and I'm just like, whoa, that thing's really powerful.
Film in Pittsburgh because here you will be a part of a big family.
Oh, I love it.
Born and raised in Pittsburgh, hope to be able to sustain my family in the film industry here in Pittsburgh. So what you guys do here is great. I love it. So let's keep it up.
I am able to pursue my career as well as being close to my hometown and my family and my friends.
My goal is to stay in Pittsburgh at least for the next 15 years or so. I want to figure out how do I find a place that I'm comfortable living in, but I can do this full time. It is unlike any other city I've been to, and it makes it a great place to come shoot.
More projects, just keep them coming, keep them going so I could work on them and bust my butt, for sure.
Us to grow like Atlanta, to be recognized, and as well as to be always considered on the list for potential places to film.
Fully understand going into this that I will not have a work-life balance for a while. I get it. That's the choices and the sacrifices you make, but I think it'd be nice to eventually see more of that.
Advertisement. There's all these great positions and opportunities out there that people don't even know about.
A lot of the industry feels very word of mouth. You get a gig because someone tells you about it. And so like as a queer man, I feel like it would be helpful to see more people like myself in the industry to sort of uplift one another.
Honestly, having a lot more women in the film industry. The grip workshop, there was a lot of women in that, and I was very shocked, honestly. I'm hoping for that more as the years go by.
What's your advice for young women interested in doing these things?
I found that I was going to be interested in it because I was already interested in like woodworking and like building things, and you're constantly moving around as a grip, so you'll never be bored.
It has to be Silence of the Lambs. That and a toss-up between that and the Deer Hunter.
Batman: The Dark Knight Rises.
I remember walking down the street and I saw the Batmobile, and that just like, that's the Batmobile, you know?
The perks of being a wallflower.
Jack Reacher.
The Fault in Our Stars.
Mindhunter.
Night of the Living Dead.
Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. And then I realized like later that it was a Pittsburgh film, and I was like, oh, that's even cool because, you know, that's what I want to do. I want to make films in Pittsburgh, so.
PFO TV.
Thanks for watching.